All right, folks, we're heading up into White Cloud City Canyon. The canyon was named after the town. Coppereid came later. It was named after Reed, who started the town. They called it Coppereid. Beautiful town. Not a lot remains. It's understandable. It's old. It wasn't a huge town, so it only had a few structures, a few businesses, which I named about 5 or 6 that they had here. Considering it only had 40 people, it still was a decent-sized town. It still had a lot of facilities, such as saloons, a hotel, a commissary, trading post, probably a blacksmith, post office, smelter. There's a steam boiler off over here too, which I was going to walk to, but I think I'll hit it on my way back. You can see it. Oh yeah, that's a steam boiler. Ladies and gentlemen, I was wrong. I said the creek was dry. Yeah, it's dry further up the but at the mouth of the canyon, it's running and trickling. And as you get further down the canyon, there's no creek. But this explains why the trees are still alive and thriving. You can see the creek. I can hear it. It's flowing right there. This canyon's very lush. And in the spring, when all the snow melts, this creek is much larger. Trees have got buds. It's green. There's birds. There's wildlife. The deer, the elk, they come down for drinks. I had to bring my shotgun today because when you're up in this part of the frontier in Wild West, you can get some people that'll literally try to kill you. They will. Because they'll be like, these are my mountains. Or this is my mine. Even though they don't own it and they're batshit crazy. So I had to bring my gun in case a bighorn sheep attacks us. Because if it's mating, a male might charge us. Shot will scare it off. And I had to bring it in case I run into any cuckoos. Because cuckoos do exist. But we're going to follow the creek. And we're going to go to Upper Coppereid, or Upper White Cloud City, and we'll follow the creek. It should be very scenic. There should be some wildlife, some birds. Maybe we'll find some gold. You never know. Could just be lying on the ground, walking past. And we might even see a UFO in the canyon. Little aliens running around doing experiments. Who knows, right? I could have took this road, but you know what? Why? Why not hike it? Why not enjoy the nature, the scenery? You know, you can't really do that from a vehicle. Now I can walk on foot, I can film, I can look at some sights, we can see what we'll find up here. Might even find some more mutilated animals. Kids said the road ends. They're right, it has been washed out, but it will continue. We just got to find a way to cross. No, dude, that's dangerous. We got to get through the canyon, though. Damn it. We're supposed to continue on around the corner, but it's not even that hard, but it's the principle of you fold them. Her legs are short, man.
Then you can go right through the water. Have fun.
The canyon's rough. This is the way to Upper Coppereid or White Cloud City. Of course, there probably isn't much left but the mines. But I think that we should at least, we're going to get at least to the end of the canyon, not end of the canyon, but we're going to come around that corner, and we're going to have a break, get some photos, and then head back, because it's like a needle in the haystack. We've had to do a lot of climbing. There's a lot of brush. It's definitely not friendly. There used to be a road. You can access Upper Coppereid from Grimes Point. There's a back road, and you can access it that way. However, it's very rugged. Of course, this used to be an old road. There was nothing growing on it, and they had wagons which were able to traverse the canyon. But nowadays, the road's gone. Nature's taken over. Rock slides have fallen into the canyon, and there's really no way to traverse it right other than to take it a few feet at a time and safely. We're gonna go about a half mile in, take some pictures, and we'll come back. There's bighorn sheep. Might get to see some up in here. It's very secluded. Not many get to see them, but this would be the place. Might even be some caves up here. Try out my new power light. Whew. Yeah, there's minerals in that. But we'll go up the canyon just to show you, our viewers, what the upper portion of town was like. The upper portion of town was far more treacherous than the Carson Sink, where it's all flat and wide open. But, no less, the canyon is a part of the mining history in the town, so we're gonna at least check it out a little bit. Doesn't mean that we're gonna have success in finding anything here other than a bunch of rocks. Whoa, shit, I just slipped in the mud. Whew. Yeah, well, we're not going to go all the way. We're just going to go about a half mile up, probably about 15 more minutes, and then we'll stop up here and take a break. This is rough. Jump over the creek, cross over again. Wow. Let's go to our right. See to our right? Get out of the water. I got it. Whew, thank you. Good man. And we'll go to La Plata after this. La Plata is easy. Just pull right up. Hardest part is off-roading out there. But you can pull up in front of the ghost town. Here, you gotta kind of hike in. Wow. Let's take a little break. I'm coming. Some snow. You never know what you might see in a place like this. All that's left out here is the creek that the town thrived off of, and then you have a couple mines if we can find them, but I'm thinking maybe we should go up to our right and get up there. Up here. Go up the hill and cut right. Because I want to get scenic pics. No, dude. Follow me the easy way. Just a hill up. Watch. See where Jared's going? Follow the hill up. Switchback it. Go right, go left. Wow. Almost up to the top. It's a peak. I don't know what peak, but it's a peak. Woo! Might be able to see the town up here too. Wow. Nothing comes easy. Got to work for our hikes.
Now we're going to climb up that with the cliff.
No, we're going to go there and sit up by them rocks on top.
Right.
See? I'll show you where we're going. From the top, dude, you can see everything. So we climbed up the canyon. I don't know where upper Coppereid is, how far up. I know it's about a mile, maybe a mile and a half. We went about 3/4 of a mile into the canyon. And I told the kids, I was like, you know, it's rough. We're climbing, rock climbing constantly over the creek and over waterfalls. So I decided to climb up the canyon steep wall. Now you can see it's very steep. I mean, there's cliffs all around, but we climbed up here. That way we could at least, you know, stand above the Carson Sink and stand above the ghost town. And I'll tell you guys where the ghost town is. You're not going to really see it from up here because we're pretty high up. But that's the road leading on in. Do you guys see the Jeep?
Yeah, I do. I can see it.
Oh, okay. I see it. You guys can see that my Jeep is parked right here. You guys can see my Jeep right there. It's parked in front of the smelter ruins. And you can see there's another foundation. That's the town site. We're standing above it. It's a nice little ghost town. There's not much remaining in the canyon. Just some mining remnants, maybe a mine filled with water. And like I say, we decided instead to go rock climbing above the town in the sink. I felt I could get more out of it. And if you guys look, I see, now that we're up here, I'm going to show you guys something. If you guys look at the range across the sink, you'll see mountains. Pyramid Lake is on the other side of those mountains, but this is noted as the Truckee Range. And in order from north to south, you have Black Warrior Peak, then Juniper Peak, and then you have Two Tips Peak. And that's like a 30-40 mile mountain range. Most of the ranges in Nevada only go 30-40 miles. And there's other ranges that intersect. There's a lot of fault lines. There's still a lot of underground volcanic activity registering in the area. You can kind of see the fault lines in the Stillwater Range, the way the rocks are pushed up. It's definitely a pretty cool place to come out here and relax and explore. But we're up above the canyon. We're not at the top of the peaks, but we're pretty high up. I mean, there's a peak right here. And, you know, we're going to stay here for a little bit, have a few snacks, take a picture, and then we're going to work our way down the rocks, down the canyon, and get back to where our Jeep is, which is about a mile. We made our way almost a mile up the canyon. I'd say another maybe half-hour hike and we might come across upper Coppereid, but that's, you know, like I say, I much rather climb up above the canyon and just put this area into perspective. This canyon meanders. You can see the cliffs right here. It's very steep because you have the creek right here. You have multiple drop-offs, so you have to be careful. What I'm thinking me and the kids are going to do is we're going to come down this hill and what?
Go back on the camp.
Go right here and walk down to the creek. See the hill right here?
I would rather go back to the camp.
Okay, well, it's pretty.
Unless you want to go this way.
Huh?
Yeah, that's
We can go that way too. Either way will lead us down. We just need to be careful.
yeah, let's just go this way.
You can see why people vanish up here in any part in Nevada. There's cliffs, crevices, caverns, mines, shafts, areas people get stuck in the rocks. I could fall and hit my head and be stuck back in these rocks and never be found. Of course, I got my family with me. So I'm hoping if I don't come back, they'll get some help. I mean, climbing up along the cliffs, I still got to be careful. It's not safe when you start getting into cliff climbing. You got to have good footing, and you got to have a good mind for this. I mean, we're high up. Whew. Holy shit. There's really nothing to grab onto. One slip, and it's all over. Oh wow. Nice. It's one of those things, it's like, I have to know what's up here. You know, I might be able to see a mine or something. These mines are inaccessible. And all you can, whoa, and all you can do in the end is just check them out and respect them from the outside. Wow, it's a pipe, might mark a peak. It's a bunch of little peaks around here, but you can see it drops off. I just climbed up that wall, almost slipped and fell. Serious injury or death. I mean, come on, man. I'm like easily a few hundred feet above the creek running below. I didn't have my kids climb up here because it's too dangerous. And they're learning. But some things are just not ready for it. You can also tumble and fall to your death too. There's no really smart way down. Look, it just drops off. Look at the rock hanging. Oh yeah. It's steep. I'm trying to get up to the top though. I want to see the canyon from up above. See if I see any mines or anything strange. And, you know, it's looking at the sink up here, you can see how vast it is. Oh, man. The Carson Sink. It's an ancient sea. If you ever want to know what the Great Basin's about, welcome to the Great Basin. It's about as good of a view you're going to get from up here of it. In the Carson Sink, you have little bodies of water. The river, wetlands. And that's why the Native Americans stayed in this area for thousands of years. So you can imagine when the white man came and built these mines and mills and started using the springs, they were probably like, what the hell, you know? It was kind of, there's a lot of tensions here during the Paiute Wars in the 1860s. If these towns were small, they'd get raided. If you had like a Pony Express station, those owners or the caretakers of the station or tenants would get killed. They'd burn the stations to the ground. Life was harsh out here. You're looking at the Wild West straight up. That's a desert. That's a vast desert. There are no plants growing out there. It's like the Sahara. Might not see nothing. Could be more rocks. Oh yeah. Let's see how vast this canyon is. I'll show you. There we go. We were down below. We climbed all the way up here. That's National Forest. Look at that. The upper town is around that huge bend. Another half mile to a mile. It'll take you 3 times as long because of all the brush and huge rocks you have to climb. But yeah, this kind of makes you feel small, puts it all into perspective. Wow. Cool. Just a about done with this expedition. I'm going to head back down. We're going to go to La Plata and Mountain Wells. 2 other mining ranching settlements. They were towns, not very large, or camps, to put it nicely. But there's still some things to see, and some EVPs and readings to take. So why not? Got some deadwood. I have to be really careful. Instead of taking the cliffs, I'm going to take a steep way down, but hug the side of the rocks, which is the next best thing to do. Once again, in the Carson Sink. It's the land of the red-haired giants back in here. And one time there was probably giants climbing these cliffs. There's a lot of hidden caves in this region. Only some of them have been discovered, and the ones that have had bones or other strange things. I love this area. You could find anything up here just hiking around. Wow, check it out, everyone. At least you know I was here. That's proof. Living proof. You can even see my red Jeep parked along the side of an old wagon road bordering the Carson Sink. There's nothing out here. That's what I'm trying to put it nicely. There's just nothing. Yeah, baby. That's for good luck. Make sure I don't fall down this damn cliff. I'm meandering pretty close to it. Of course, like I said, do not try this at home, and do not try this away from home. You know, not all medicinal marijuana is good to smoke when hiking. Of course, the type I get is high energy. You take a cappuccino with it, and you could hike for days. But you still have to be careful. Here's the thing. It takes one mistake. One mistake. Climbing up, climbing down. Earlier I didn't film the part, but I had to climb this 6-foot ledge along a cliff. I thought I had my camera on, but I turned it off, put it around my neck, and I almost slipped on the rocks, banged my camera up against the rocks. I didn't fall, but it was very meticulous. The rocks were granite, smooth granite, and quartz. Nothing, I mean nothing I could grab onto. I started slipping, but I got good lower body strength, so if you wedge your feet, sometimes you can stop yourself from sliding or propel yourself forward. I have to be really careful. When you really think about it, and this is steep, there's loose rocks. You can be the best climber in the world, but you know what? It really doesn't amount to nothing, because one little pebble, you slip on one little pebble, it's over. It's over. One loose pebble, you roll, you keep falling, fall 20 feet, break your neck on the rocks. It's scary. People don't think like that. These rocks are wet. I have to be careful. I mean, to be able to hold the camera, so I've had people tell me, you got great coordination. They don't understand. I'm falling constantly and slipping on this shit. The only difference is I'm not panicking about it. And I'm not going to tell you every time I walk, I'm not going to say, oh, I slipped and fell. Oh, I slipped and fell. You guys see the camera shaking. You know I'm moving. I'm not staying still. It's a great season finisher. Each portal on our site's like a season or series of X-Files that we do in paranormal investigations, and each portal has special cases. And we're finishing off this portal with this amazing adventure in White Cloud Canyon. And I'll tell you, it's got all the elements of surprise. Wild animals, historic sites, mines, desert, forest, just everything. Rugged roads. Bacaw! 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 Did you hear that? Did you hear that giant flying bird? Did you hear that? It's going to swoop down and carry me off to its lair. Bacaw! Bacaw! Little inside joke to my children. We always do bird calls in the wild. It's pretty funny, actually. I don't have any shame. I spend time with my family and my kids, and I push them a little because I want them to be able to be strong if something ever happens and they have no vehicle. Whoa. They have no vehicle, or they're going to have to use their legs, and they may have to migrate to where it's safe, 100 miles through the desert on foot or through the mountains. So they got to be able to hike and climb and be strong, and that's kind of hard sometimes when you're young. You may not get it, and when you get my age, you start to realize that you have to keep yourself going in order to survive. This is going to be hard, man. There's no way down. There's drop-offs like everywhere. I'm going to have to fall. Yeah, there's no way off of here, guys. I got to go up and around. Whoa. I'm going to go down here where it's just a hill and go right down to you guys, because there's, whoa, holy shit, there's mud. I'm slipping. And the rocks are coming with me. Whole rock slide about to happen. I'm going to go down this hill. I don't want to drop 6 feet on the loose rocks. Down some, there's 2 ravines. There's a ravine on each side. I drop down, all the rocks will slide. I'll break my ankle or hip. The best way to go down is here. Yeah, I had to go up about 15 feet to go around, but this is much safer. And I can grab the rocks. You can see my shadow. Oh shit, that rock's loose. Friggin' 300-pound loose rock. Not to mention the fact, guys, there's mountain lion defecation, mountain lion tracks, mountain lion scat. Just to let you know, there's mountain lions around here. The canyon keeps going and going. There's no other town site. Maybe further around the bend, I don't know. But it keeps going and going. It turns into woods, dude. There's woods back there, yeah. It's national forest land back there. Yeah, so back to safety. Not necessarily. We still got to climb down this huge wash or ravine to the creek and then follow it out to the Jeep. It's Lord Rick of the Paranormal Ghost Society. Stay tuned. We'll have some more footage. Not just our final conclusions of White Cloud, but also the ghost town or settlement of La Plata and Mountain Wells. Look at it. I found this odd-shaped rock. It looks like a concrete slab, just the way it's shaped. Weird. I'm sure they tried prospecting around here and didn't find nothing and moved further down the canyon is what it was. Yeah. It's nice. For a natural rock, it almost looks like a pillar, huh? I'm almost to where my boys are, and then we're going to head down the ravine, being very careful. It's steep, and there's some ice and water, and even some snow on some of the rocks. My son found a track near base camp. Where?
Right here.
That's bear crap. That's crap, dude. Did you do that? Did you? You friggin' crap, dude. I thought I was investigating some monster poop, or he says, oh, come look at this track. Yeah, a track of a human with some feces in the middle of it. Chocolate friggin' pie out in the middle of nowhere, mud pies. Jesus. Oh, dude, do you think that was gross? And now I am officially not going to eat lunch up here. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I was sitting up there and I could smell you.
We only talk about life, please.
I'm taking a break. We're at the edge of a ravine. There's some cliffs around us. We're in the canyon. But I'm having a brew, some Samuel Adams. I'm not supposed to look purty. It's a, you know, we're all dirty in the rocks climbing around. But we're going to be heading down. Wish us luck during our descent. I prefer not to film when I'm going downhill. I need all my hands to catch myself so I don't tumble off a cliff. It's relatively safe as long as we hug the rocks. But there's still, like I say, anything could go wrong. You could stumble, whatever. Don't do this at home. Don't do this away from home. Drinking, smoking a little bit of green. Or it's not for everybody outdoors. It's for me, and it works for me because I have chronic pain. And, you know, my body, there's a lot of medical problems. And when I smoke and maybe have a brew outdoors, it helps my body to relax, to feel less pain. And then I'm able to enjoy nature and the outdoors the way it's supposed to be enjoyed, even if it's for a short time. I'm up here, I'm at the top of the world. This is the top of the Carson Sink, the Great Basin. This is Paiute country. And this is the real Wild West. There was Indian raids, boom towns, mines, the whole thing. Look how remote it is. You don't see no cars out there. We're the only car in probably 50 miles. Not too far from here, there's also the lair of the red-haired giants. Bones have been found. There's a lot of creepy things. The oldest mummies in North America nearby that were discovered, underground subterranean tunnels. There's UFOs. There's some of these ghost towns are haunted. I love working with this area. As beautiful as it is, it's also deadly and dangerous. And I've been nothing but cautious on this climb. And like I say, I rewarded myself with a nice toke, a nice brew, and we'll safely go down. With my experience, I have a lot of experience climbing, and I'm going to take the boys down the safest, not most efficient way, not the fastest, but the longer, safer way, which is switchbacking down the side of the canyon here until we get to the creek. And what we'll do is we'll go down here, and we'll follow it left along the ravine, not too close, and then it zips, if you look. Because I'll show you where we're going. See, we'll follow this hill, and then there's the creek. We'll get down there, and then we'll probably take the rest of the ravine down, or we may just go. If you go down past this rock, and then you go down below, you can take that way. But it's not as steep as taking the ravine straight down. There's a lot more climbing and slippery rocks because water's been running here for 1,000 years, as opposed to the volcanic and steep carved sides, which you can at least get a grip on when hiking down. All right, we're heading out. It's your founder of the Paranormal Ghost Society, Lord Rick. Oh, I didn't videotape it.
That was a flail.
A flail. Looks like some dead brush to me. And down we go. I got my medicine. My Samuel Adams is good medicine. Barley, wheat, all the healthy things a man needs. And we'll go down. It looks like it drops off, but there's a hill on the other side. It's kind of hard to see. You have to know what to look for. That's why I say, if you're going to hike, you hike with me, because I'm a man of experience. And I always take you the best ways, the safest ways. I'm a pathfinder. It may look dangerous, like, oh, it drops off, but at times it's really not that bad. A lot of times it's you just go back and forth and switch back. Like we'll go left and we'll go right, and there's a little spot you can hike on down that's not too steep. It's much softer. This will break your fall. It's moist. There was snow here recently, so the snow has melted and now there's groundwater and underground rivers and all those good things. Does it go to our right? Whoa. Wow. Dude, don't we go to our left?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, then you're too close to the cliff. Go left. Go where Jared is, man. That way if you fall, you only fall 2 feet. Because if you fall 2 feet at the cliff, you got no break. It's another tip. I'm 20 feet from the cliff, so if I fall, I'm not going all the way down. It's very muddy. I'll end up having a rock or sagebrush stop the fall. It won't feel good, but it'll work. One step at a time, right? Man, this stuff is giving way like a mudslide. Whoa, I got mud and gravel in my shoes. Good stuff. You're getting too close, dude. Cut left. Yeah, I know, and that's all slippery, so if you fall, you're gonna roll right off. Get on the, don't go on rock, go on mud. Huh? Safety, #1 priority. It's coming from the man who's drinking Samuel Adams and toking up some Girl Scout cookies bud. Actually, I feel pretty good now. You know, for me, it's medicinal. People need to understand. You know, medicine's an important part. Monitoring your health's important. One beer, a couple smokes out of the pipe every day will keep you alive a lot longer. You'll be happy. I'm not talking about getting plastered. Don't get plastered. Just, you know, treat yourself. Dude. Oh. No.
No, but just look. If you look right there, step right there.
Whoa. My foot is killing me.
Look.
Down here? And then cut right and then left?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly where we came.
That's where we came. All right. Let's, come on, Jared. Yeah, see? On the backside, folks, of the cliffs, you come, my son pointed us back out. Huh? Yeah, this stuff you have to. Look how slippery. Oh, shit. No, dude. If I keep sliding, I'm going off the cliff. Here, watch. Get over to your right, to your right, you're right. There you go. Oh, shit. Look at all that mud. Man. Oh, looks like shit.
I just put your hand in mud.
Get a grip. You gotta go right, dude.
I know, that's what I'm doing.
Alright. You look like you're going left. I'm like, there's a cliff to your left. Or it tumbles real steep. Even if you don't fall off a cliff, you hit enough sharp rocks on the way down, you're gonna break your neck and be paralyzed or dead. You know? Break your spine. Where's Jared?
This one on the other way.
Not a good idea. Looks like it drops off.
That's what I said. It looked like it dropped down.
Or it's steep.
Take your time and find something.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's mud right now.
Shit. Great. Mud fucking slide. I'll go the non-muddy way, thank you. So, yeah, I know. It's a cliff. I got my shotgun too. And my backpack. It's much safer. So what, I go an extra 100 feet. We're safe, right? Those cliffs down. Woo! So how we're switchbacking it, folks? We're following the cliffs down. And we're doing it safely. Rock climbing's good. Not the cliffs. We don't want to cliff climb. We want to walk up along the side, then cut down. Not just cut straight down. But go diagonally straight, come diagonally down, and back into the... There's Jared. He's at the bottom. Yep. He's down there, dude. All right. Whoa. That is slippery. Shit. Alcohol abuse. Just spilled it. Alright. I'm fine. As long as I hug the edge. Ooh, that almost gave way where you stepped. Yeah, this stuff is soft. There's grass growing up here. And it's... hasn't taken root yet.
Try not to step on that rock.
Yeah, I know it's... Alright. Hug the rocks to the right. Actually, did we go straight down to the left? Look behind you. Did we go down this hill straight down? Yeah. Both ways will lead us back down. Whoa, there's mud again. Yep. Alright. Yeah, we can hug the rocks. See, folks, this is how you work your way in and out of a canyon. Learn from it. Nobody's injured, everybody's safe. Jesus, man. The bank's giving away. All the rocks in the canyon are falling into the creek below. Whew. Whoa. My ring just caught me there from falling or...
Oh, look.
Shit. Whoa. Yeah, the whole side's giving out. Don't grab the side. You might grab a rock, and if it comes with you, the rock's going to fall, you're going to fall, and it's going to fall with you. You may not go over the cliff, but you surely will be in a world of hurt. This brush just friggin' cuts you up, dude. My hand's bleeding from not now, but from earlier climbing up into the canyon. See, folks, it could have been a dangerous situation. We probably make it look easy, but it's not easy. It's just being smart. That's the difference. Not easy. We took a longer way down than my son. He showed you he could do it, but you got to be in really good shape and be okay with, you know, have all four hands free and climb on all fours and make sure you get a good grip. But it's very slippery in this canyon, so it's not the best canyon to cliff or rock climb. I did see a lizard earlier. It was missing its tail. And when they grow, they lose their tail sometimes, or from another predator grabs it and the tail falls off. They just grow a new one. Wish I was a lizard. I feel like, oh, lost a piece of skin. Well, it's okay, it'll grow back. Once chopped a part of my thumb off when I was working at KFC. Oh, and it grew back. It's serious, it grew back. Can't even tell half of my thumb was chopped. Crazy shit in life. World's a crazy place. Miracles are all around us. So is the strangeness of the universe that hovers over our planet every day. And it's people like us, explorers, who dare to go out, dare go where the angels dare not to tread. Sometimes we make some groundbreaking discoveries. Bigfoot, UFOs, aliens, hidden caves, dens, mutilations. Hell, scarecrows and monsters too. Throw that in the mix. Yeah, we've encountered just about everything in life. And there's still more to encounter. It's a big planet. It's a big universe. Yeah, I know the thorns are getting stuck to my pants and arms. Jeez. Wow. It's a longer way and a safer way than Jared went, but not as efficient. I mean, more efficient, but not as fast. You could go fast, or you could be smart and efficient. You know what I'm saying? I was smart and efficient. I didn't take the fast way down. I'm not going to risk breaking an ankle. An extra 10 minutes just means more exploration for me. That's my theory. Now we got to rock climb out of this bitch. It's not going to be easy. But we are at White Cloud Creek. White Cloud Canyon Creek. Snow. Awesome expedition. If anything, there was adventure. In the spring, there's butterflies and the fish, and the canyon's lush. I don't know about fish, maybe small fish, but what? A bullet? Boreholes. They were doing testing for mining. Samples. They were taking core samples. Oh, man, it's quite the gap.
Right?
Yeah. Your foot. Guys, the sun.
It looks like a tail.
Hey, only got a couple hours left before sundown. We got to get moving to our next place. Let's truck it. We're safe at the bottom. Let's truck it. Some of these pools of water here. Dude, this is all down. Look. Only in certain spots.
I'll see in person.
Yeah. Wow. This is a good adventure, huh? I got to explore the mountaintop too. You never know, there may have been like UFO evidence or...
Oh, we got this water.
Is this where Tammy was? Alright. Look at that, guys. We're deep in the canyon. There's the Carson Sink. And below that canyon is the ghost town of White Cloud City, or Coppereid. It's good stuff right here. You have to cross the creek. You got to go through brush. There used to be a road. Check this out. You know what the road was? The creek. They said the creek and waterfall formed in the last 50 to 100 years. And so in the 1800s, this was just a little wagon road through here. There's nothing left of Upper Town. Maybe a foundation and a mine, which is filled with water. But I was hoping to get the kids there, and when I seen that it kept going on and on and on, we could hit it from Grimes Point, which is easier by truck. I told the kids, you know what? We're just going to go up the hill, go sit on that plateau of rocks. And then I climbed a little higher to get some scenic photos, and that was it. We ate and came down. What you doing, Jared? Be careful up on those rocks, dude. Alright. You don't want to fall and hit your head. You could have brain damage. I already have brain damage from hitting my head in mines 1,000 times. You don't want to become like me. Dude, you done? I want to go down. Hey. I thought it was him on the rocks. And then I looked down and see you. You know what? The advice I gave him, I meant for you, because you were up on the rocks. The sun was in my eyes. The sun was in my eyes. They're a rugged canyon. It's pretty, but it's rugged. This is the Wild West. Ugh. I caught myself with one hand like Superman. Thank God. Almost out of this hellhole of a canyon. Man, don't get caught in here during a flash flood. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, don't get caught here at a flash flood. You'll die, man. A wall of water will just come through and be like, pow, in your face. It's warm as hell out today for February. Want to see something cool? That is a piece of iron ore. Yeah, you could find gold and silver in iron ore. They did some iron mining here. That's just a sign of iron mining. It's a piece of ore. There's no other piece of iron. This fell off the wagon right here. Back when there was a wagon trail, and now it's a creek with foliage. Pretty cool if you ask me. It's pretty steep. These are cliffs. You would not want to roll off if you stood on top. Slide on some loose rocks, you're done. Always got to be safe. Oh, the fun. Here we go. All right. how steep that is. Whoa. Dude, my shoes are slippery. I got a lot of weight too. I just slid down, safe way. I could walk, I walked it down earlier, but I got mud on my shoes. Tammy's turn. Looks worse than it really is. Why, dude? Don't do that. You're not... That's... Nah, dude. You could have cracked your head open. I see you got your knife. That's good. At least you're prepared. You won't fall. I got you.
You won't fall.
Liar.
You didn't fall.
Really?
I caught you, and before you fell face first into the creek. Thanks for catching me.
Thank you.
Okay, it's look. I got 1 foot wet. Look, wait. Look, this whole foot's wet to the left. This one's partially wet, so we're even. You only got 1 wet, and I brought extra socks. I got 3 extra pairs. I could even loan you some socks to help you out because I'm such a good founder of the Paranormal Ghost Society that I'll give my socks to other people, including my fucking underwear. All right, I'm climbing up and out of here, guys. It's steep. You gonna go the other way? You're not gonna go up here, are you? Do you want to walk that way and up around? I'm just going straight up where the kids are. But I'll meet you on the other side if I don't fall. Let me see what we got here. Oh man, let me get down here to give my hand to you. Just in case. If you feel like falling, grab me. I got a strong grip in the ground. I'm planted like a tree. I could lift 100-something pounds right now. I'd throw my back out, but I could do it.
Nah.
I won't let you go, dude. What do you mean you don't trust me? I've saved people's lives. I've saved lives. I'm a paranormal founder that saves lives. I save lives. Leave me alone. Okay? I've taken people out hiking and they were 20 times safer being with me than on their own at that where we were hiking. If they were hiking on their own, they could have got lost. I take people out and I teach them how to hike safe paths, safe climbs. You know, I could get paid for a tour guide. I just don't want to get paid to go out into the wilderness when, for me, it's just an interest and a love I have. I don't want to make money. I just want to take people out and teach them proper safety, how to hike, how to climb. This used to be the old wagon road. Everything's gone. The sun's going down too. We got to get to La Plata. I can go 65 on the road. I can get there in half hour. It says 65. It's one of the roads that hasn't been changed. You almost can go unlimited out here. As long as you're not acting dumb. I'm sure you could probably go 80, 90. It's such a good road. It's better on your tires than asphalt. Look at that, folks. 2 brothers walking together, united. They were fighting earlier, and now they're best buddies. So, when people say, why do you do this kind of stuff? That's one of the reasons right there, to see those 2 walk in front of me, leading the way proud, and being best buddies, best friends, brothers. Brotherly love is unconditional. I wish I had a brother. I wish I had a brother to do things with. I don't. I wanted one as a kid, so to see my kids not on their cell phones right now, this is I could die and go to heaven right now because of it. Because I know I did something right today. And there's nothing wrong with hiking in the canyon. It's a very pretty canyon. Didn't see no bighorn sheep, but you know what today? I seen wild horses and cattle roaming the range. Pretty funny cattle. And a lizard. And birds. And I also got to have a picnic on some cliffs, up on some cliffs, on this plateau overlooking White Cloud Canyon Creek and the canyon 300 to 400 feet below us. That was a treat. And so not much remains of the town, but you know what? This update will be directed at preservation and nature, and it's also going to educate people do not steal from any ghost town, no matter how big or small it is. People have taken some of the walls here to build cobblestone walkways in some of these smaller towns. It's a great place. This is a land of mysteries where we're at. A lot of paranormal mysteries out where we're hiking, and this is a region I've worked with at least once or twice every year, and I always come back for more, and the more I see, the more I want to do. I mean, when you look at peaks like that, beautiful desert backdrops, forest backdrop in the desert, ruins of an old post office and smelter, this is a dream come true. Just imagine, folks, we got to travel all the way to La Plata. We have to actually drive about 20 miles south, following these dunes in this desert, the Sink, and then it branches off into a canyon. You can kind of see the canyon. The canyon's all La Plata's up and through this canyon up here. The road to it veers to my left. Go up in the canyon of La Plata. It's a good expedition, good urban exploration. Good times, great oldies, right? Old steam boiler. Not much remains of the town. It's just very scattered. I see pieces of wood, piping, metal, like aluminum, stone foundations. Very little remains. You know, I don't have any regrets about coming out here today. I think we did a good job. It took us a while to find this place, but we did a good job, and there's been not one soul out here. We met some people on one of the roads. There's some canyon roads and mining roads. Reed, who revitalized mining here, bought a lot of claims in each canyon, and he was working each canyon, and we went down 3 or 4 canyon roads, and I did some filming in the beginning. So when you watch this movie, it may take a while to get to White Cloud. I'm going to put it all as one movie so people can have a nice hour and a half of viewing of off-roading, rock climbing, exploring ruins. This is a top-notch movie because it's made with love and passion. It's not something you'll find on Ghost Adventures. And at the same time we're chasing the paranormal. We have a high success rate, but at the same time we're chasing it. We're also preserving history, hiking, looking for nature, teaching people safety tips, teaching, educating others, and you can learn off me, or you can choose not to do the things I do. I would not do everything that I do, but I'm an exception to the rule. I know my limits and what I can do and can't do, and I've been climbing and hiking hundreds and thousands of times, and so you get a system working, and it works. And the system is being safe. Even if it looks dangerous, there's always a safe way out of it, as long as you are not reckless or careless, which we have no plans on being, because we respect these locations and all they offer. I'm out of here. This is Lord Rick. Check us out, www.paranormalghostsociety.org. Peace out.